is going on, everybody? Bulldog Gaming here. Welcome back to the channel. I do apologize not getting a video up yesterday. Ramblings from the truck or anything. Yesterday kind of was a blur. Woke up not really feeling too good. Allergies were acting up. And yeah, just snowballed from there. Had issues with the trailer, had issues with the shipper, not my normals, and I had a delay at receiver, not my normals. So I do want to apologize. I had full intention on doing a video and uploading it, and yeah, it just was not myself yesterday, so I do apologize. So Monday we were talking about complacency, fatigue, and narcolepsy, and how all three can be combined into one thing. So now I'm going to throw something else into the complacency, the fatigue, and the narcolepsy, and safety. And part of it has to do with what happened with me yesterday. So I woke up yesterday morning, and this is just kind of a backstory to why I'm going to explain this. Woke up yesterday. I wasn't 100%, but I still had, enough in me to go pick up a load, run it up to Joplin, get it delivered, and then go do my usual, my dedicated. Well, as the day wore on, as my voice cracks this morning, as the day wore on, I started feeling more fatigue, more not myself, basically. Where I got to a point, at one point, coming back through Joplin, where I almost said screw it and just shut down. Allergies, like I said, were kicking my butt, and they're still bothering me today, but nothing like yesterday. And I made it to Joplin, thought about shutting down prior to making it back to Joplin. Made it to Joplin, drove through Joplin, got into Oklahoma, and my brain just kind of clicked and said, hey, you wanted to stop back there. Well, I was complacent where I was at. I knew where I was at mentally, but physically my brain was, you still got miles to go. Okay? So I made it to a truck stop in Big Cabin, Oklahoma, when I shut down. When I finally decided enough is enough, the day is wore on you, you need to stop. You need to take care of yourself. You need to do you. So I let people that need to know, let them know, hey, I'm stopping early. Parking's good where I'm at. I don't want to take a chance. And I'm not 100%. The day took a lot out of me. So, that being said, we get on the subject. When you're out here on the road, and I've told you this countless times, whether you're driving commercially or you're out here on a road trip, going somewhere, and it's a distance to go, so you got time that you have to drive, but you want to make it there in a timely manner. You know, I've already talked about being healthy and taking care of yourself. One of the things that will creep up on you, and it has crept up on me several times in the past, is during this time of the year, I get an allergy attack. And it's going to happen. You can be in the healthiest state that you mentally and physically can be, and an ailment can creep up on you. Whether it be just allergies, it could be sinuses acting up, a lot of dust, a lot of pollen, a lot of we're in the season of what they call here in Oklahoma, they call it the grass fire season.
Continue on this road for 47 miles.
And the toxins and all of the bad stuff that gets in the air, gets into your system, and it can bring on an ailment where you're not 100%. It's gonna, and if you got a distance to go, it's gonna weigh on you. I don't care how healthy you think you are or how rested you are. You get an ailment, a sinus attack, an allergy attack. Heck, even bad food giving you food poisoning can cause you to become fatigued. And when you're fatigued, and I've already explained this once, when you're fatigued, you can get complacent easier, quicker, because you're just too focused. You got the tunnel vision going on. And in the long run, it will sneak up on you and it will bite you in the keister. FedEx and such. Yeah, it's a different subject there. But it can bite you in the keister. You can be mentally and physically ready to do anything and everything in the world, and you let something like that sneak up on you, and it'll take you down real quick. And it took me down real quick yesterday. And I'm a stickler about being on time, making sure that, you know, I'm where I need to be to do what I need to do to take care of the customers. And in the long run, it ended up coming back and biting me in the keister. And it has happened, like I said, it has happened several times in the past. So when you get in a situation like that, how are you going to deal with it? Well, and I'm going to sound hypocritical about it because I didn't practice what I'm about to preach. What I should have done originally, and you need, and take this to heart, what I should have done originally, and what you need to do when you get in a situation like this, call in to whomever into and say, hey, look, I'm not 100%. We're going to play it by ear. Okay? Because if I would have, God forbid, gotten a situation that would have caused a catastrophic situation, I would have been held liable for that. I'm a company, myself. And that's the way it is. If you know there's something physically wrong with you, whether you're battling fatigue, you're battling an ailment, allergy, sinus, something that's got you not on your game, to where you become complacent about your situation, it's not going to roll back on anybody but you. The only way it would roll back on your company is if they tried to force their hand and say, well, you have to, you're the only one. No, don't let them do that to you. This is the reason why there's negotiation and talk about, hey, my driver that normally covers blah, blah, blah is not doing well. He's not feeling well. It's called communication. You communicate with them. You tell them. You don't ask them. You tell them, hey, I'm taking care of myself. This is why. They're either A, going to listen, or they're going to balk about it. And if they balk about it, right, different, same wording, same word, different wording. If they gripe about it, then you have a leg to stand on, because now it becomes a safety issue. With it becoming a safety issue, if you can get a hold of your safety person, unlike my company, most companies will gripe about it and they will try to force the issue. You have a line of defense. And that line of defense is getting a hold of somebody in safety. Here where I drive, I call in and I tell them, because I told them from the beginning, if you don't hear from me, everything's great. You hear from me, something's wrong. Okay? And that was right out the gate. That was day one. And if you go into the company and you have that kind of attitude, that kind of determination, that kind of drive, they're going to listen to you. But if you're one of those that's constantly on the phone, constantly saying this, constantly saying that, you're not going to get very much. You're not going to get very far. You're not going to have anybody that's going to back you up. Because if you can be backed up by, say, your terminal manager, your driver manager, your planner, your whatever, and they know you well enough to trust your word, and you've proven that your word is gold, they're going to back you 100%. That keeps you out of being complacent, fatigue driving, and you can be considered a safety all-star. And I use that term because I've heard it from another company I used to drive for. I was a safety all-star. Because if there wasn't an issue with the load and I was running on time and everything was going good, companies don't hear it. My dispatchers never hear from me. My terminal managers never hear from me. They put a load on me, boom, 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 boom. And that's the kind of driver you need to be in the commercial motorway vehicle. But if you're one of those drivers where you need your hand held all the time, you need to be babysat, you need to go back and rethink things and try to figure out where the problem lies. usually 9 times out of 10, it's you. It's not the company. It's not your dispatch. It's not, you can go right up the food chain. And you're part of that food chain. You're the bottom of the food chain. But you are the key to the safety of yourself, your equipment, and your company. I could call in, I could stop this recording, call in and say, hey, because of this, they would make sure that I was taken care of. That's how good of a rapport I have with my company. Now getting back to the personal side of driving, you're going on a road trip, you're going to see family, friends, or you're just escaping all the hate and discontent from the world, and you're going to go do whatever you want to. Do a mental and physical wellness test on yourself. Make sure you have key elements that you can do what you want to do. And if you have people that are waiting on you, you need to communicate with them. You need to let them know, hey, this is what's up. This is why this is happening. And 9 times out of 10, they're going to be like, okay, take care of yourself. We'll see you when you get here. Because no matter what, in any situation when you're out here behind the wheel, whether it be commercial or impersonal, you're the key to the safety to yourself and the people around you. You could be going down the road and anything can happen. Actually read a news article, I believe it was out of Tennessee. A young lady was driving from her parents' home to her grandparents' home, college age young lady. Trying to wrap my tongue around and my brain around what I want to say there. A college-aged lady driving from her parents' home to her grandparents' home. A 1,300 and some odd mile trip. She left the house. She was in Tennessee. She was somewhere, I believe, around Knoxville. She had an acute onset. Acute means sudden. Acute onset of an allergy attack, causing her to have a sneezing fit. She sneezed so hard and so rapidly, she became blind to her situation and wrecked. Now, she didn't just have a fender bender wreck. She caused a 14-vehicle pileup, including, in that 14 vehicles was 3 commercial motor vehicles. There was multiple fatalities in this accident because the commercial motor vehicles didn't have time to react, citing the multiple fatalities. Had she had taken in consideration the time of year that she decided to take her trip, she could have took preventive measurements, or preventive maintenance on herself, but preventive measures pay restitution for it? Yes. Because she was the sole situation that caused the actions of the accident, because she did not take care of herself. When she went in front of the judge and explained to the judge when she left her parents' house that morning, she was in physical fit condition, did not feel any kind of ailment, and it was acute onset of an allergy attack causing sneezing, watery eye, and she like I said, she became blind to what was going on. What she should have done, while she still had good vision, was pulled off on the side of the road and let the attack happen instead of trying to continue down the road. That's why she got prosecuted. Okay? This happened 10 or so years ago. And it was a case study for medical science, medical journal, and stuff like that. Talking about how quickly an allergy attack can actually happen. So, take measures, take precautions, know what's going on, know where you're going, know what's going to happen. Because if you have any kind of allergies, pollen, dust, whatever, take the preventive maintenance or the preventive measurements to prevent an attack. Okay? And I told you before, I should practice what I was about to preach, but I didn't. Okay? And that's why I said you guys are going to think that I'm being hypocritical, because I didn't do what I just said. Should have. There would have been a better result on my part. I wouldn't have gotten so severely fatigued from the day and just melting into it. I would have been able to continue a little bit farther, though my hours of service were robbed of me because of the downtime situation from issues with the trailer that I picked up. But already having the acute onset of the allergy attack myself, which I didn't realize was going to happen because I didn't pay attention to air quality, I didn't pay attention to pollen count. You know, I didn't take into consideration anything. When I shut down the night before, I shut down the night before. I went into me mode and didn't worry about the world. So, a mistake made, could have been prevented. And I know better next time. I now have some Claritin with me, non-drowsy Claritin, to take care of myself. And I'm not advertising for them, but that's what I use. And that's the kind of preventive maintenance or preventive measurements. Preventive maintenance. I'm talking to you like we're a bunch of machines. But the preventive measurements complacent and you not worry about what's going on in the world, and because you've been there, you've done that area so many times, blah blah blah. And you just go on about your business. It's not what you want. It's not what I'm saying to do. What I'm saying is take the preventive measurements to prevent the situation. And all it takes is knowing what's going on ahead of you, knowing what's going on behind you, knowing what's going on with you right now. Take time, make an assessment, keep yourself out of situations. So Monday next week, I'm going to start on a new subject because I've pretty much covered fatigue, element, complacency, and brought up the subject of the acute onset of narcolepsy. And that's where you're overly fatigued. You can take a 5-minute nap, wake up from that, think you're good to go, and boom, pretty much passed out. Again, you know, it's not it's a lose-lose situation when it comes to narcolepsy, even when it's the acute onset of it, or sudden onset of it. So next week, we'll start a different subject. We'll think of something over the weekend. And again, these are just common sense things that I just ramble on for you guys. But some people just need to hear it. They don't have the concept of common sense, and it could save a life if somebody would listen. If they actually needed, you know, to understand a situation. So there is so much that you can do in any given situation that is just common sense. So I want to welcome all new subscribers. If you are new to the channel, this is the very first video you've seen, you like what you see, you want to see more, hit the subscribe button, hit bell notifications, get notified when I put content out. Like what you see, hit that like button, leave a comment. 24 to 48 hours, I will get back to any comments that you make. And usually try to get back to you as quickly as possible. If you have any further questions and you want to get a hold of me directly, in a lot of my video uploads of my PC gaming, there is a direct link that has not expired, will not expire, to my Discord, where you can get a hold of me. You can leave me private messages, you can leave note questions over in the Discord. So like I said, this weekend I'm not going to post any video tomorrow. This weekend I'll think of a subject that we can go over, a topic that I can discuss. And if you have an idea, drop an idea in the comments. And let's make it reasonable and make it sensible. Nothing stupid. Because if it's stupid, I'm not going to talk about it. So, with that being said, we'll catch you guys on the flip. And safe travels, y'all. And we will talk to you on Monday. Don't forget, Sunday is live stream over on Twitch.